Hi, my name is Shonda Williams. I go by the name LaShonda Michelle Former since I have been employed by the United States government, the FBI. I was going to put some makeup on, but I'm still trying to let my face heal. You know, I was pausing and all this other stuff. And, you know, I'm rubbing my eyes, allergies and everything just got to me at once. But that's another subject. The thing is this is about Donald Trump. The current president of the year 2017, Donald Trump, needs to be held accountable, just as everybody else is being held accountable about everything they knew what was going on. The thing is this, while and before he became the president of the United States, did he make any initial reports before then about the stuff he knew what was going on within the government and in society? Donald Trump been knowing who I am ever since the 80s. He knew what address I was at when I was at 1255 Kansas. He knew all that. He knew I owned Disney. He knew everything. But he tried to play the dummy role at one time due to the fact he was questioning how I got my money. But he knew how I got my money. See, where he fucked up at was that now he knew I played the stock market and all this type stuff. But he got to the point of time of like, I'm stealing, I'm doing this. I said, so if I stole some money from the stock market or doing bonds and doing all this type stuff, that mean you fucking stole your money too, Donald Trump. Remember I gave you that stock tip and a lot of other people around there, you know, come on now. How the hell I am not capable of stealing money like that. What are you talking about? Then when they questioned him on that was before he got president, he all of a sudden he had a memory recall about what happened. You know. But the thing is this, Donald Trump was well aware of what was going on. He knew I lived in public housing and New Orleans housing projects. He knew all of that. Now, when President Barack Obama had that meeting in St. Louis, he did question those Democrats and so forth to ask why they didn't invite me over there. However, once Donald Trump went to Missouri, he did not question the reason why I wasn't there. Why didn't you invite me, Donald Trump? And you know, his answer was he knew that I would stop him from holding that position as being president. As you know, he did not win the presidential election for the year 2016, which put him in a position for the year 2017 as the president of the United States by the people. He was not voted in by popular vote of the people of the United States of America. It was due to Congress, House of Representatives, Senate, and so forth. President Donald Trump has always did things he shouldn't have did before he became president. But some of his ignorance has shown due to the fact that he wants to play everything out in the cartoon The Simpsons. So you mean to tell me, remember they showed on TV how him and a man over in Saudi Arabia was trying to play out the orb thing when the orb light up and all this other stuff. And then they had already made that plan a long time ago. Him and a person who did the writing in the cartoon for The Simpsons. As you know, The Simpsons is an overseas cartoon. It actually started with the Tracy Ullman show. Tracy Ullman actually is, from overseas too. At the beginning, she had no idea in the 80s it was even being shown in the United States. As I called and talked to her. So anyway, she got a pilot here in the United States and so forth like that. But back to Donald Trump. So you mean to tell me you, Donald Trump, are going to show ignorance and show off the plot of you being assassinated? But what his game was, he said he was going to try to act like he got assassinated and move to another country. Not realizing that everybody was already a step ahead of him. Because the only thing he was doing was looking out for him and his family. He said he would not let his family work in the government for us being police officers, military, and all those type of positions. But you want us as FBI agents, CIA agents, and police and everybody else to look out for you all. Shame on you, Donald Trump. Now, I understand when most people like that, you know, Donald Trump needs to be impeached, and a lot of people know why. Because he's playing out a lot of things in childish ways. That's why most of the public is so upset. Now, I made a comment on one of his videos because somebody said something. I was like, well, maybe because y'all don't understand the full of it. But a lot of people are mad because they're looking at other stuff on TV and seeing that where is he is getting it from. You know, Donald Trump needs to be impeached. He really does. He's so busy trying to call out other people things as though something was wrong with it. Let's talk about what you done did, Donald Trump. Let's talk about what you have did. It really doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Donald Trump needs to be impeached. And I really believe that Congress, House of Senate, the Senates, and everybody else just voted him in so they could see his true colors. So they could see how he would really work and what would he try to do. Now, you know, the president is only a certain position, and they cannot go forth without passing laws or doing anything without Congress and Senate's approval. You know, the majority always wins within the government. That's why the taxes are being lowered for us corporations and so forth. That's why child tax credit is going up for middle class and low income. You know, it's for everybody that fits that bracket, of course. You know. And the only way they need to look in that too. The only way you can really see a big adjustment as far as with donations, if you was to donate over $5,000, you know. But I think that they need to look into that too a little further, because a donation is a donation, you know. But that tends to hold on to the wealthy, that, you know, for us, they might apply, tax credit might apply to them because they have children in college and all that type stuff, and, you know, everything like that. But anyway, they need to start, and when they look at people income, they need to put it where it's that quit looking at people income, look at adjusted income. You got to take in situations that people got cars, they got insurance they have to pay on their cars, or catch the bus, and they have to eat, you know, all that type stuff. You know. Anyway, I'm going to end this now. Please send all your comments in to the FBI headquarters. Anything that you know about President selected by Congress, Senate, House of Representatives, because he did not win the popular vote. And they were saying also, since he think he was going to play out the situation of being assassinated and go over to another country, he added on saying he was going to go over there and live well with him and his family, his wife, but he didn't know that those very people whom he think that was going along with it really don't care for him at all. They don't like his ways. Why was you trying to sit up here and try to ruin the United States so you can go to another country and live all right? Bull crap. You're not going to live like that. And they had already said he will live poorly over there. And the woman he's married to will leave him. And that's what the other countries said they promised they would do for the United States of America. They would not applaud him in running away. Goodbye.